Good morning. So the weather has changed here. I don't know where you are in the world, but it's raining here this morning. It's the first time it's rained in a while. Question this morning. People always seem amazed that I answer the emails. I get so excited. It's literally like I kind of dance around the kitchen a little bit almost when I get emails from people. It's like this sense of it's amazing. And then if you send me an email, then you also get emails from my sister, Sinead, my office helper. So I'm just going to, hold on. That's Sinead, my awesome, amazing sister, who's my office helper. And so when you email me, about money or about joining the newsletter or anything like that, she's the one who deals with all that stuff. And then I do the awesome. So great, come, let's do some yoga. Come. So standing to the middle of your mat, I'm really into these rolly ones again. We're going to end up in sun salutations, but start in rolly ones. So just starting by rolling down along your spine. And as you roll down, just hear your spine. And then slowly rolling back up. Reach your arms wide, bring your palms together. And again, rolling down, all the way down. And then slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, bring your palms together. Nice, one more time. Rolling down. As you roll it here, what is happening today in my body? And slowly rolling up. All the way up, reach your arms wide, bring your palms together. And then drop your arms down beside you. And then slide your right hand down towards your right knee. Slide your left hand up towards your armpit. So we're doing side body. So sliding down, drawing up. And so as you pull up, as you slide down, just feel your ribcage this morning. It's a place that it's not that it's always tight, but we can find the end of our range in the side body very fast. With your leg, you can swing your leg quite a bit, but side body, we go, ooh, there's an amazing elastic surface down the side of my body. And I can feel it stretching right now. Nice. Slide your hand down to the back of your knee. And then your hand down to the other back of your knee. And so you're just going backwards a little bit. And that's moving a little bit more into the front of your hip. So slide your hand down your thigh. Slide your hand down your other thigh. Nice. Elephant. Sweep your hand across. Elephant in one direction. I like bringing my feet slightly further apart and coming up onto the toes of my foot as I sweep into my elephant. But it's not about the foot, it's about how do you stretch this side body, front of your hip, armpit area. Maybe keep your feet flat to see how that works in the beginning. And then maybe come up onto your toes and see how that feels. And just connecting in. Moving in. I love going low through the center and then opening. Low through the center and then opening. Let's just feel that. How do you find that sense of flow in your body? It's not about a particular shape. It's not about a particular place. It's about yum this morning in your body. Nice. Come to center. Bring your feet a little bit closer and just roll into your hips. So I have another sister who's in Australia and who turns me on the TV. They're like, we'll put Ciara on the TV this morning. And so as the kids are playing around the floor in Sydney, they're listening to me. And now roll your hips. So it's very nice. Sisters are amazing. How lovely. Cool. So we've been doing it the last few days. You're going to come down onto kneeling. So start by bringing your hands to your knees. And then bring your belly to your thighs and then reach your fingers out as far as you can and then drop your knees to the floor. If you need to walk your hands out, then do. Reverse backwards. Maybe push from there or maybe walk your hands back and then push and come all the way back up. Nice. And again, coming down, hands to your knees, belly to your thighs, reach forward and then drop your knees down. If you need to walk your hands a bit further, do. You need space for this one. And then back and come all the way back up. Nice. And again. Rolling down, hands forward, bring your knees down, bring your hands forward into your cat pose, bend your elbows and draw your nose down in the direction of the floor. And then just bend and straighten your arms a few times there. And just feel that. Shoulders really deepen into your shoulder shrug. We've been doing shoulder shrugs all the way through. So shoulder shrug and then drop your nose. Shoulder shrug and drop your nose. Shoulder shrug and drop your nose. Nice. Reverse backwards. Hands come back towards your knees. Push, push, and rise all the way up. Pause for a moment. And again, hands to your knees, bellies to your thighs, all of my bellies. Reach your hands forward, drop your knees down, and bring your hands underneath your shoulders into the cat pose. Take your right hand, I'm going to go sideways for this one. Take your right hand and dive it in under your left armpit and bring your right shoulder to the floor and the right side of your head to the floor. And just pause there. And just feel that through the rib cage, through the belly. Breathing into your belly, really feel the twist of your torso. Nice, coming all the way back up. Other side, take your left hand and dive it in under your right armpit. Bring in the left side of your head to the floor, bring the left shoulder, left arm to the floor. My right hand is really strong. This creates the scaffolding for the pose. And then I just settle in. Nice, come all the way up. Hands to the floor, tuck your toes under, walk your hands back. Push, 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 slowly rising all the way up. One more of those. So rolling down, hands to your knees, belly to your thighs. Reach your hands forward, bring your knees down, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, and then rounding your back into cat. Arching your back, looking forward. Rounding your back, cat. Arching your back, forward. One more time. Rounding your back, cat. Arching your back, forward. Push back into your downward dog. Just have a bit of a wiggle. Bending one knee, bending the other, bending both, stretching both. We were on our knees a little bit there for a while. So sometimes when we're using a part of the body, it then starts to speak when we're in the next pose. So for me now, my knees are going, I was on the floor. I was on the floor. So just feel them, feel your kneecaps, feel your knees, and help them regulate. So for me to help them regulate, I move a bit. I listen, I move, I stretch, I have a bit of a wiggle, and then I go, oh, my knees have become the same as everything else, or they've normalized again. So they've now kind of gone, oh, thank you for listening. And they're now able for more. It's always a sense of how do you pause and listen and allow the different parts of you to regulate before you move on to the next bit. Nice. So you can either drop your knees to the floor and help your right foot forward, or step your right foot forward between your two hands. It seems this is the hardest movement of them all, is how to get your foot between your two hands. And so practice. It's years, it takes a long time. Nice. So from here, right, bring both hands to your front knee and just really bend your front knee and lengthen into the back leg. Have a sense of length and stretch. And then reaching long into both fingers, reach your arms up and look up. So your front knee is bent, you're reaching up into your fingers, you have a sense of length through the torso. Tuck your chin in so you're looking forward. Bend your elbows down towards your hips. And then reach your hands up towards the ceiling. Nice, one more time. Bend your elbows. Really feel how that deepens the spine as you draw your elbows down towards your hips. And then stretch your hands up. Turn your torso towards the left. Drop your arms down. Look towards the right hand. Nice. Turn the right palm up, reaching up with the right hand, down with the left. So the left hand lands on the left thigh as you reach up. And then elbow to your right thigh. Reach your left arm over your ear towards the length and long of your body. And then turn towards the floor with that left hand. Turn the back toes till they're on the floor. And then step back into your downward dog. So that's a sequence that I do a lot, actually, in a lot of my classes. It's kind of like a foundation sequence. So we'll do that on the other side. So either drop your knees or step your left foot forward between your hands. Turn your back foot, 45-degree angle. Bring both hands to your front knee. Pushing down, rising up. Reach both hands up towards the ceiling, lengthening. Really find that sense of length. Stretch. And then turn your palms forward. Bend your elbows. Draw your elbows down towards your hips. And then reach your hands up. And lengthen up, stretch up. Bending your elbows, draw them down towards your hips. And then reaching up, stretching up. Turn your chest towards the right-hand side. Drop your arms down till they're wide. Turn towards the left hand. Bend your front knee a little bit more. Turn the left palm towards the ceiling. Reaching up. Drop the right hand down towards your right thigh. Nice. Left elbow down to your thigh. Reach your right arm over your ear. Nice. Turn towards the floor. Bring your right hand down to the floor. Turn your back toes. And then step back into your downward dog. Something's just happened in the kitchen. I'm not sure what. So the dogs are really interested. So if you hear all kinds of doggy noises, it's because the dogs they're on the prowl. So coming up onto your toes. Dropping down onto your heels. Up onto your toes. And then drop your knees to the floor. And come rest into your child's pose all the way down. So as you rest in your child's pose, just let your breath be down into your belly. Long, deep breath. Feel how the breath pushes into the thighs. How it widens into the back of the rib cage. Nice. And then push all the way back and come up to stand. So the next movement kind of reminds me of Terminator. I don't know why. So maybe the thinker. So step your right foot forward a little bit. Not that much. And then bend your knee a bit like you're at Mass. So bring both hands to the front knee and then drop your left knee down to the floor. Bring your left hand down to the floor and then reach your left hand as far forward as you can. Bring your left hand back to the floor and then lift your left knee up, straightening through your legs, and then drop your knee down until it's almost on the floor. And just do that a few times. Lifting back, drop your knee, stretching back, drop your knee. So keep your hand on your knee and then rise up, but not all the way. You stay kind of low and then touch the floor, bend your knee. Rise up and then bend your knee, touch the floor. And so you're just kind of rising up and down. Your torso is still facing the floor. You're just kind of feeling the spring in your legs, the boing in your legs. And again, hand on your right knee as you rise, as you drop. Nice, one more time. Rising and drop. Nice, standing all the way up. Step back, other leg. So step the left foot forward and bring your hands to your knee. Drop your right knee all the way down to the floor. Bring your right hand to the floor. And then reach your right hand as far forward as you can. Nice. Bring your hand to the floor. Keep your hand on your knee. And then just stretch the right leg. Bend it. It's not touching the floor anymore. Stretch the right leg. Bend it. Stretch your leg. Bend it. And one more time. Stretch your leg and bend it. So keep your torso oriented to the floor, rising up. Touch the floor. Rising up. Touch the floor. Rising up. So I'm always like, how would I use this in normal life? And I'm like, well, if something dropped, I would pick it up and then come back up again. For me, all these movements have to have relevance. You know, splits are really good fun, but they're not relevant to normal life. This is. One more time. Also, burns. Oh, come all the way back. Shake out one leg. Shake out the other leg. One leg, and then the other leg. Nice, come sit on the floor, all the way down. Stretch your legs out long in front of you. And just roll into your ankles. And then in the other direction. Bend and stretch your legs a few times. Just feel that your legs are back tracking themselves. Roll into your belly. And just get a sense of your spine, your rib cage. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Bring your feet so they're mat distance apart. And then take your left foot and tuck it in so that your left foot's on the floor, your knee is bent, and your right foot is still standing. Interlock your fingers behind your head. And then imagine that you can bring your right elbow down to the floor. And then come back up. And again, right elbow down to the floor. And then come back up. Right elbow down to the floor. And come back up. One last time and we'll just hold it. Elbow down. Breathing into your belly. Nice. Come all the way back up. Bring both hands forward in front of you so they're straight forward. Pull your right elbow back like a bow and arrow. Bring your fingers to the floor behind you to stand. And then glide the left arm around the corner till it's tucked in over the top of that right knee. And twist your torso towards the right. Finding length. You feel the floor is supporting you as you rise to your spine. Nice. Come back to center. Change. Both feet are wide as your mat. Tuck the right foot in so that your right foot's resting on its side. Interlock your fingers behind the back of your head. And then drop your elbow down. And come back up. Down to the left. Down. And back up. Down. Back up. One more time. Down and hold it. And you're just listening, hearing. Nice. All the way back up to center. Reach both hands forward in front of you. Draw the left elbow back like a bow and arrow. Bring your fingertips to the floor. So already my torso is twisted here. My left shoulder is way back and my fingers have anchored. And my right hand is forward. So the twist has happened in your chest. And then we just increase it a little bit more by bringing our right arm over the top of the knee. And then turn your head towards the left. Just deepening, settling, feeling your breath. Getting taller and longer. Nice. Come back to center. Stretch both legs long in front of you. So the next movement, we did it in exhale. So we're going to do it again. Maybe it was way back in August. I'm not sure. So bring the soles of your feet together. So this is far. So there's around 2 foot between the heel of my foot and my pubic bone. So my feet are far forward. And now lean back and bring your feet close. So now they're as close as they can go in wellness. So I don't feel like there's anything happening in my knees. I feel a stretch, but I feel good. Lean back, standing. So this is where your feet are standing, your knees are wide. And then straight. Stretch your legs out wide and your legs are wide. Nice. So far. Nice. You can have your hands on the floor or you can make fists out of your hands and have your hands straight forward in front of you. Makes it a bit harder. Close. Sitting up tall. Standing. And then lengthening or straight. Nice. So far. Close. Standing. And straight. Nice. One more time. So far. And when you're here, lift your right bum off the floor. as high as you can. And then drop it down. And then lift your left bum off the floor, really as high as you can. You can turn your left foot to stand or just stay on your baby toe side of your foot. Both are good. And then just do that a few times. Rock your right bum up. Drop it down. Rock your left bum up. Drop it down. Bring your feet to close. Lift your right bum. Down. Lift your left bum. Down. And then just rock from side to side and try and really lift as high as you can. It isn't just rocking your weight. It's like lift. There's something that happens in the, I don't even know where this is working. This is working everything, I think. Lift and lift. Nice. Stand. Lift your bum. For me, my knees need to move to lift my bum. What do you do? Lift your bum. Lift your bum. Lift your bum. Nice. Stretch your legs out long. Lift your bum. Lift your bum. And so as you go, maybe you move your torso from side to side. It's very hard to lift your bum and not move your torso. Try that. Don't move your torso. There's no way. So you have to lift your torso or move your torso to lift your bum. Just notice that how connected the whole of our body is, how movement happens, not in isolation, but in connection. Nice. And then just come forward. Just drop yourself forward and rest there for a moment. Rocking down or rolling down, or I just feel maybe have a bit of a wiggle, stretch, lengthening. Nice. And then come to either rest on the floor with your knees bent or your legs straight, or come rest into your child's pose and come down. So I've been really thinking, resting in your child's pose, and I'll tell you a story. So I've been thinking about the connections of this yoga. And so way back in the beginning, I got a text from a mom in Galway or in Furbo or Barna and a daughter in Stockholm who were doing the yoga together. And it was like, hey, have you done your yoga? I was like, wow, that's so amazing. And then I heard about a mom in Galway and a daughter in New York. And they were like, hey, have you done your yoga? And it was creating connection. And so for me, with my sister in France, we have connection through the yoga. Through my sister in Australia, who listens to me on the TV. My sister in Tullamore, who has my voice on in the morning to hear her voice in the morning. You know, it's all these connections that we must cultivate at this time. You know, we have to find new ways to be together. It's so important. I'm going to start bawling, crying. Nice, so slowly moving, or else I will start crying. Lengthening, stretching, reaching, moving, whatever it is that you do. Just finding your way into movement, into rising, and go connect in your day. You know, go find someone that you want to just tell them how awesome they are and how much they mean to you. So great. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you all tomorrow for day 20. Bye.